What's up, guys? It's Danny and Gray's Cards and Toys, and we hope you guys are doing good out there today. Today is going to be one of the first videos, I guess, for the 2023 NASCAR season where we kind of show you guys when we go out on our little adventures and kind of grab hero cards, talk about what happened, etc. And this trip definitely had some exciting surprises along the way. Grayson didn't have school, and they had a teacher work day at his school. And I told him earlier in the week, I said, we're going to go and do something fun come Friday when you're off. And I kind of hinted at him we was going to go to some of the shops, but I wouldn't tell him everything. And I know it's early in the year trying to get hero cards, etc., things like that, but you don't know until you go out, and plus it was kind of just something to do, so to speak. So I had a kind of a trip log that I was trying to go by, and I had studied the route the way I wanted to go, and that's kind of what we did, and we just made a day of it. Mom tagged along with us, but she's not into that stuff as much as me and him, so we kind of did our little thing, and she was along for the ride. But we started off, and I want to pinpoint all this because of some of the things that we got to do and we got throughout this process. That does not mean if you go there, you're going to get that same experience. So don't go and try to copy us and do what we do. Just do your thing. And, I can't say that everything that we got here is going to be available there, but it's just something that I do like to point out. But starting off, we went to Team Dillon Management, and shout out to Miss Miranda there. Great little friend we've made over the past year or so, and she loves Grayson a lot. And we got this Parker Retzlaff hero card they had there. Grayson got an Austin Dillon, and basically everything that I'm going to show you guys throughout this, Grayson got one, but like pinpointing the Austin Dillon, he just grabbed one. I'd already had that one. He may have two, but he wanted it. And shout out to Miss Miranda. She said that she promised Grayson something later on this summer, so he's pretty excited about that, and we'll have to go back and see what she's got for him later on in the year. But we got this Parker Retzlaff hero card, and it's already been signed, so that was cool. So we left from there and we went to Big Machine Racing. They still had this kind of a, I don't know, multi-person deal. And I think this may be from last year. I'm not sure, but I guess we could get Parker Kligerman to sign that. They said they didn't have any of his new stuff in. So we kind of went on. We left from there. We went to RCR, and they're still, a lot of these teams, they don't have the new hero cards in yet. We did manage to get some throughout the day, which you will see. But I don't know if we had this one or not, but I grabbed it. It's a Bass Pro Shops, and that is every bit of, like, what, 2021? I'm looking. Yeah, I think that is 2021. So that was pretty cool. We did get the new Austin Hill. Grayson got a Sheldon Creed, but I already knew I had that one, so I didn't get it. This is an Austin Hill, though, for 2023. And I do apologize, this may get to be a lengthy video. But, Grayson had kind of said, God, Dad, I really wanted a Kyle Busch. And the friendly reception lady, shout out to her. She said, what did he say, sir? I said, you tell her what she said. And so he told her. And she said, well, what would you do if I had Magic Powers and I actually got you a Kyle Busch hero card? So she gave me and him the Bet MGM number 8 Kyle Busch. So it's official. I finally got my first Kyle Busch hero card. So that is awesome. Shout out to her. She gave Grayson one, then she said, well, I better give Dad one or he might pout. It's kind of funny when she said it. But that lady was really nice, and I do appreciate her doing that. So that's where kind of business picked up, and was like, hey, at least it was worth the trip down. But little did we know what else we had in store for us throughout the day. So don't go anywhere. We left from there, and we went to Stuart Friesen. Some of these places, if I don't talk about it, we went some places, but they didn't have anything or nothing happened, so I just kind of move on. We went to Stuart Friesen's, which is Halmar Friesen Racing, which is HFR, and we got his new for 2023 hero card, so that is awesome. And it's kind of funny, we'd grabbed the hero card, and I took Grayson to the little peek glass so he could see the trucks, and one of the team members seen him, and he pointed to the door and said, "Come on back." And guys, you know, this is what makes these trips worthwhile. And I mean, for Grayson, as a big NASCAR fan, you guys know he loves it. They took him back there, and they started asking him his name and everything, and they said, "How about climbing in Stuart's truck?" And he told Grayson that he was the first one to climb in the truck other than Friesen doing the seat fitting or whatever. That was pretty cool. So I had to run back to the car, and I wanted to take pictures of Grayson in the truck. So I'm going to insert those here so you guys can see it. So is that crazy or what? How about that for Mr. Grayson? He got to get into Stuart Friesen's truck. You know, that's not the first time Grayson has climbed into these race cars, and I'm pretty sure it probably won't be his last over a period of time. And that's why I like going to these smaller teams. You know, you go to the big teams, and it's nothing wrong with it, but you're not going to get that same atmosphere feel that you get with these smaller teams. You feel more at home, and I mean, that's just the way I am. I enjoy those more than I do going to the big cup teams and everything like that. That's just my preference. But then we go on, and we were talking to those guys, and I asked them about leaving something for Jessica to sign, and they hooked us up there. They took those, and they're going to get those few items signed for us by Jessica, which is his wife, and then, of course, Stuart. So that's awesome. And then they actually gave us something else. The crew member came up and had him, and he gave Grayson 2 spark plugs. And I don't even think these have really been used. I'm not sure because they do not look black at all. So those are unused. He kind of laughed and told Grayson, "Tell your dad if something happens with his lawnmower to put those in it and it'll fire it back up." And then he gave us these. He gave him these 2 lug nuts, and I don't even think these are used yet because they don't have any residue inside. So that's pretty cool. I mean, and that's like I said, that makes those trips like that pretty epic, and it makes memories with me as well as my son. And I mean, he loves it when those type things happen, and it don't always happen, and we don't go in demanding anything. We just be ourselves, and they can tell that Grayson loves that stuff. So that was pretty awesome. And then right next door, we went to AM Racing, and they had this. I thought that was neat. It was it's from the decal source, and they make decals for a lot of these teams and wraps and stuff like that, whatnot. And this is okay, it's just information. But this is pretty cool. It's actually a 2023 schedule made by them. So I thought that was neat to pick up. And then we got the new Brett Moffitt for 2023. Nice to see him back in the racing scene there. I know he had lost a ride and everything, but it's great to see him back. So that's his new card. And then I want to say this is new. I know somebody that's going to like this card, that being Mr. Tim Mosey. We got the Christian Rose, West Virginia ARCA card there, ARCA Menards. And I can't, for the life of me, see if that's 2023 or not. So, anyways, that was cool. Then we moved on, and we went over to Bill McNally Racing, which is right adjacent to GMS Racing and Legacy Motor Club. So we went in there, and I thought I saw a driver going in, and I could not place him for the life of me who it was. And then I finally figured it out that it was Jake Garcia. I had never saw him before and never had gotten his autograph. And lo and behold, it was him and it was his mom. And they had like a little meeting that they had to do. I think they were doing an interview or something with some journalist or something. The guy looked familiar. I don't know who he was, though. But we got him to sign his brand new hero card. And they actually went to the hauler and got that for us. They hooked me and Grayson up with one, and that's the new 2023 for him. Not only that, while we were there, but we also seen Christian Eckes, and he hooked us up with his 2023 hero card, and it was signed by him there in person. And then I asked Christian, I'm like, hey, we've got some trading cards. I don't know what it is, but I've gotten Christian Eckes before. It's been forever ago, it seems like, but I don't think I've ever gotten him on ball cards. Now, I may have, where I've gotten so many signed over the years. You guys know how that is. But I was able to get him and knock him out, I think, on some of my Donruss sets, and I think my Optic set here. So we got him on the, let's see, 2021 Optic. We got a 2021 Donruss. We got a gray border from 21. This is 2020 Chronicles Ascension. Then we got 2021 Donruss base there, and then another one of those. And Grayson got some as well, but I am going to insert those photos of them in here. Right as we get done with this card, we've got a Chase Elliott. I was happy we picked that one up. That guy said, did you guys get the Chase Elliott? I was like, heck no. And this card has actually become a little harder to get, so to speak. Obviously, it's Chase. So he hooked us up there, and we do appreciate that. So I'm going to insert those, and then we'll be right back to continue on with the next pieces we did. All right, so we left from there, and we went on down to the GMS/Legacy part of the deal. And, man, that was a pretty epic experience. Shout out to the reception lady there. Very nice young girl. She had actually held us a couple things just in case, you know, somebody perhaps, because you got these guys going around taking all the hero cards. It's just insane and stupid anymore, but I'm not going to get on that because I get aggravated really quick. But she had held us some hero cards, and here's what we got. We've got the new Grand Enfinger for 2023. We got Rajah Caruth. It's the Wendell Scott Foundation. Really happy to get something for Rajah. I think this will be my first hero card that I didn't get signed at like the late model race when he raced at Martinsville. And I'll actually have something to get him signed. Like I said, it was GMS/Legacy. So finally got the Eric Jones white version, because usually I think the one I've got is black down there. The U.S. Air Force logo is black. So now I got the white variation. And like I said, everything I've got, Grayson got as well. So don't think, you know, well, what did Grayson get out of the deal? We got this Ty Dillon. She actually went into the drawer and pulled that out for us. That was pretty nice of her. And it was already signed. So, you know, Ty Dillon has moved on and everything. So I guess now she's trying to maybe pass those out to certain people who would want them. Finally was happy to get this. My goodness. This is the variation with the Petty GMS logo there for Richard. I don't know why this has eluded me, but it has. That's just the variation there with that, because usually it said Petty Enterprises or whatever. Was super happy to have gotten this. The Legacy Motor Club with Jimmy, Eric, and Noah. This was handed out at the Clash, and she said she only had a select few of those left. So she was more than happy to save us that. And then not even out to the public yet. the Legacy Motor Club, Eric Jones, U.S. Air Force. They haven't even ran this car yet, and she had gotten them in, and she took some out and gave them to us. So shout out to that lady. She was very nice. And I've got a couple more pieces, but we're going to save that. So Grayson had saw this little story time here. Grayson had saw the Wendy's Noah Gragson number 42 that he had raced at Daytona through the doors, and he could see it sitting back there. And he's like, "Oh no, Daddy, this is bad." I said, "What?" And I didn't know what he was talking about. And he said, "I really want to see that Noah car. You know I like it." And I'm like, "Yeah, I understand, but we can't be breaking the rules." Because where they've changed ownership, we've actually went back in the shop and everything and just stood there and watching. And, you know, with the new ownership with Legacy and everything, Jimmy Johnson coming on board and everything, things have changed a little bit around there. And I understand that. Things change. But I had said, "Ma'am, I know, you know, I don't know the rules and everything." I said, "But my son really wants to just stand at that doorway at the end of that hall down there and just see that Noah car. Do you think you could by chance make that happen?" She's like, "It's not up to me. Honestly, I need to text my boss over me and see." So she texted him. She said, "Just wait right here and we'll see." So we kind of was looking around. A few minutes passed by. A guy comes out and he greeted us. And I wish I could remember his name and everything, but I can't. I honestly can't. But he says, "I'm going to give you guys a private tour of Legacy Motor Club / GMS. What do you guys think about that?" I said, "That is awesome. What do you think, Greg?" Grayson said, "This is awesome." And he was excited. So we got our own private tour, and we got to see things at Legacy that the normal average Joe wouldn't never get to see. I mean, took us all the way around the shop to Jimmy's hauler. Obviously, everything else was gone, but Jimmy's was still there, so we got to see that. We got to see the pit boxes. Got to see the cars being worked on. We went to where the scales are, the setup room. You name it in that building, we basically saw it. And he was telling us no video, no pictures. I said I completely respect that, so I didn't get any pictures or anything. You're just going to have to take our word for it. But we got done with that, and me and Grayson had to use the restroom. And when we came out, that guy had this in his hand, and he says, "Here you go, buddy. You're going to have to grow into it. You may have to sleep in it or something, but for now, it'll do." It was a size small, and it's a pit crew shirt, or one of the team members' Legacy Motor Club shirts. And then it's got the Chevy bow tie on back. So shout out to that guy. I think he said he was the manager over the shop or something, best I could remember. But he gave Grayson that, and you know, what a freaking experience. And that was really awesome. So we got done there. We were headed outside. We opened the door, swung it open. Lo and behold, here come Daniel Dye walking towards us when we were going to the car. And I was like, "Wow, what's up, Daniel?" And I said, "Do you mind signing a couple things for us?" And I said, "We've got some trading cards for you." Grayson had a few, and then I did. So we got Daniel Dye. Grayson, I got his put up. He had, I think, 2 of these. But we got the Rated Rookie. Daniel Dye there from 2022, Donruss. We got the Rated Rookie, clearly Donruss from 22 Chronicles. We've got a number 2 100, 20 of 100 from Chronicles. That's Magnitude. And then we got from Chronicles as well, 2022. That's a green parallel for Phoenix. And that was from a Blaster exclusive green. And then he signed hero cards for us. So that's a 2023 hero card. So shout out to Daniel Dye. I will give him that on that outing. And I'm going to insert a picture of Grayson with Daniel Dye. And then we'll be right back to wrap up the rest of the day. All right, so then we went over from there, went on into Mooresville, and we went to Front Row. Now, they're closed on Fridays, but the little lobby room was open when I checked the door. And I grabbed a couple hero cards. I don't think we have these first two, but I know the last two we don't have. This is the Georgia Peanuts for Todd Gilliland. I don't think we have that one, but I'm not sure. And we got the Sit Guard. And then these last two I know we don't have. That being the Todd Gilliland. What is this? Horizon, South Florida Entrepreneur Organization. So that's pretty cool to add something we didn't have. And then this is a 2023 Michael McDowell. So that was pretty cool. And then they had this. They kind of had them on the free table. So I got Grayson that. I didn't grab me one. Little Boot Barn thing. So we left from there. We got a little bite to eat for lunch. And then we went on over to Hattori Racing. And I don't think we have the final two of these. I think we may have this first one for Tyler Rankum. The Luna. I think that's how you say it. I don't know how you say that. Luna. And then they had this version. I don't think we had that one. And I know we don't have this last one because it is a 2023 hero card. So while we were in there, when we went in, we were greeted by this guy. And he was really nice. And he started talking to us. And he said, let me see if I can't grab you gentlemen a hat. What do you think, son? And he was talking to my son Grayson, obviously. And Grayson said, yeah. Well, Mr. Hattori that owns Hattori Racing, I forget that guy's name. You guys can look it up. Maybe you can comment it below. He comes in, he starts talking to Grayson, and he's like, you know, he had told him to hook us up. So that's what he's talking about. And he said, how about some hats? So he come from the back before we left and had me and Grayson a team hat. Tyler Rankum, Luna Racing. How about that? So this one is Grayson's. And then I got this one. Still got the sticker on mine. Grayson took his off. He wanted to put it on. So, pretty awesome, though. And add this to the collection. So, that was really, really nice of those guys to do that. And then we left from there, and we went over to Rheum Racing. Or Rheum Brothers. The Rheum Brothers Racing, that is. And that's the shop that had burnt down. And it's pretty sad the way they're having to work that place. They're literally having to unhaul from the track and lay all the stuff out on the ground and work off for tables. And, you know, that's pretty bad. But I know they're probably working on fixing that shop back up to par. But I said, sorry to bother you guys. I think it was one or two guys working outside. And they said, no problem. What's up? I said, I was wondering if I could get some hero cards for me and my son here. And they actually went on the hauler and grabbed us this Chris Hacker. I don't think we have that one. I know I have some Chris that I need to get signed. And then I know we didn't have this one because it is a 2023 for Mason Massey. This is their driver this year in the 33. So it's pretty cool there. So we left from there. We went to some few other shops. We went to Tricon, and they didn't have any cards. Now, that used to be former DGR. Talked to the guy there that I know, and he said, check back with us. And so we will. We left from there. We went over to Junior Motorsports, and Grayson got the new Sundrop card. Now, I got the big one. I'm not going to talk about that right now, but I will say this much. It came broke, my 124. I'm just having so much bad luck with these big scale cars, but we're going to get all that situated. But I did want to show Grayson's Sundrop late model. He wanted y'all to see it. He got that. And not only did he get that, but he got the Buster's Trip to Victory Lane t-shirt. Let's see here. So how about that? They actually had those. They had some little sippy cups for kids, like bottle cups for the bigger kids and everything. So that's pretty cool that they are making those little t-shirts and everything with the Buster's Trip to Victory Lane. That's Junior's new book that he came out with. I think he's got a second installment coming out this year. They're not talking about that yet, but I've already seen the ad on Amazon for it. And that's a pretty good read if you've got kids. So I know this is getting really, really lengthy, and I do apologize, but I'm wanting everybody to know what we did. We left from there. We went on to Kyle Busch. We talked to the sweet lady over there that we like, receptionist. You can see we all get into all these receptionists. We get acquainted with everybody. That's what we like to do. And they didn't have anything there. She just said check back. So we will. Went over to Penske's. Really nothing going on there. We did get this Ryan Blaney, but I've already got it, so no biggie there. Did grab some more of that hand sanitizer that they offer at Team Penske. So she supplied me with some more of that. I will gladly take that and use it. And then we moved on, kind of shutting down for the day here soon. We went over to Young's Motorsports, and I don't know if they've got a new receptionist or what. It was really late in the day. I'm hoping my friend didn't leave from over there. I mean, this new lady, if that's who she is, seems really nice. But, I mean, you know, you build that friendship with the one, and I would go in that lady's office and chit-chat with her and everything else. But I don't know if she's there anymore or not. But we did manage to get some hero cards that they had behind the desk over there. We got Kaz Grala. We got Chris Wright. I think I may have this one signed already, but I'm not sure. Then we got a couple Spencer boards. Now, I know that we have this one, I think, because we got that at Charlotte. And I don't know if we've gotten it signed yet or not. Then we got this Off the Grid apparel. I know we don't have that one. And then we got this Spencer board right here. And I don't know if we have that one signed or not, but that's still cool. So then we left from there, and we went and stopped by Empire Racing / Miguel Gomes Racing. They're in together. They had these in the old office. I was just finding stuff for me and Grayson to do, so that's pretty cool there. I don't know who that guy is. And then we got the Sean Core. This is an older one. You can tell by the Camping World Truck Series logo there. So it's pretty cool. And then we left from there, and next door we seen these people working on a race car outside, and they had their hauler out. And I'm like, I don't even know who this is, Grayson, but you're out doing something, so I guess we will stop. And it was Dale Quarterley is his name. I don't know the guy. He's an ARCA Menards racer, but he signed for us, and it is 1/4 Lay Racing, which is Quarterley. You can kind of see there, kind of get the deal. But he signed for us, and there's some information on him if you want to stop and read that. And he's pretty nice. Showed us around in his shop a little bit. It was kind of piled up, but what we could see was pretty cool. And I think he's going to be running at Atlanta, or either was it Texas. He told us it was one of the two that he's going to be running. And he bought a truck from Kyle Busch in the truck for the truck series, and that's going to be his first truck series start. Hopefully, he said he can make the field. If he has to qualify on time, or if it's not enough interest show up, he automatically, you know, would make the field. So look for that name. It'd be Dale Quarterley. So good luck to him. That is going to do it, guys. I know this has been a lengthy video. For those of you who did stick around for the whole video, we really appreciate it as always. And we hope you guys enjoyed. Leave us a like, thumbs up. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing. We need to get to 2,300, guys. We're at 22. We've been where we at for a while now. But we'll get up there. And hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching. Danny and Gray's Cards and Toys. And we'll see you guys later. Take care, guys. God bless.